Shall I?
Hi guys! Welcome to our live chat. Tune in with Ran and Dave. Let's unzip a topic.
So today we are going to our episode 4 in our show. So Ranjani, why don't you
Yes.
share the screen to show our fantastic logo
Yep.
coming the way? Yes, that's it. Okay, Ranjani.
So this program is powered by MindApps, Malaysia's best online learning platform.
Yes, and the link for this MyNap's access will be available in our comment box, so you can access the link that we shared at the end of the show, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So today's episode is going to be a fantastic episode.
Shall we reveal it?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? Let's don't make them to wait.
So episode 4 is going to be
A life story of a person from zero
to
to
hero.
Yes.
And our guest is Mr. Thinesh Kumar, CEO of MindApps.
Yep.
So before we invite him, we have a short montage. We have prepared a short montage about people around him and expressing their thoughts and opinion about Mr. Thinesh. So
why don't we watch it?
Yep. Just a moment, yeah.
It's a little bit of surprise element for our guest today. I'm sure he's gonna enjoy it.
Let me see.
I think okay.
Let me on this and a little bit of technical things to be done. I'm good at it. I'm getting good at it. Yeah.
After the video, okay.
So let's start.
Mr. Thinesh Kumar. For me to describe him in words would not do justice. And whatever I'm going to say is going to be an understatement. But if I would to say short and simple way, I would say he's a friend, he's my mentor, and he's my brother from another mother. And let me tell you, the impact that he has created in my life goes beyond me, and I think it will go through generations. For the paradigm shift that he was instrumental in creating in and a lot of people out there. Amazing guy, amazing.
I think we can't hear him. Oh my god. It's okay. Yes, I need to do this. Okay.
Hi guys, okay, my name is Monica. So this video dedicated to Mr. Thinesh. I just want to say that I'm very grateful to have come across him in this lifetime, that I get to learn about this network marketing industry, and that he has opened up such it's like my mind is open. And one of the big reason is because of the knowledge that I get from Mr. Thinesh. So I think Mr. Thinesh has taught so much of insights that he literally actually proved it with his results. Like his life literally changed within a year. So how he has impacted me is because he created that belief that any man, okay, anyone can definitely change their life from nothing to somebody in just like within 12 months. So he's a living proof, and I'm so thankful, so grateful that I've come across to meet Mr. Thinesh.
Hi guys, Vanakkam. My name is Kabilan. I am an entrepreneur. When I started my entrepreneurial journey, I was really fortunate to meet a very successful businessman. He gave me advice. He said, "You have to let go of who you were so that you can become who you are capable of becoming. Wow, I was so fixated and captivated by this message. And till today, it was one of the best advice I ever received in my life that changed my life. And this person is none other than MyNap's CEO, founder himself, Mr. K. And today I feel so blessed to meet him in my life, and I never seen such a person who really, really passionate in changing people's life and inspiring people. And here I would like to take a chance to thank him for inspiring me for who am I today and who am I becoming. Thank you, Mr. K. Thinesh Kumar. வெற்றி வணக்கம். நான் தனிஷ்குமார் பேசுறேன். எல்லாரும் பேசுறீங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ நான் ஒரு இசையமைப்பாளர், அதே நேரத்தில் முழு நேர டீபர். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பேச போற ஆளு யாருன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த தினேஷ். ஓகே, என்னோட லைஃப் ரோல் மாடல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போது எனக்கு வந்து 10 வருஷமா தெரியுங்க. ஒரு சாதாரண மனிதர் எப்படி இவ்வளவு பெரிய சாதனை புரிஞ்சிருக்காரு அப்படின்னு நம்ம வந்து அவர்கிட்ட கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். அந்த சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குற விதமும் வந்து ரொம்ப எளிமையான ஒரு விஷயமா இருக்கு. இந்த பத்த அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, அந்த இதெல்லாம் இல்லாத ஒரு மனுஷன் எவ்வளவு அவருக்கு தெரிஞ்ச நாலேஜ மற்றவங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்க முடியுமோ அவ்வளவு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குற ஒரு பர்சன். ஓகே, ஸோ அவரோட அட்வைஸ் கேட்டு நான் என்னோட இசைத்துறையிலும் சரி, ஒர்க்குகளும் சரி, நிறைய விஷயங்கள் நான் செஞ்சிருக்கேன், நிறைய பயன் அடைஞ்சிருக்கேன், நிறைய வெற்றியும் அடைஞ்சிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். சரிங்களா? ஸோ கண்டிப்பா அவரு நம்மளுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லாம மற்ற எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு இன்ஸ்பயரா இருப்பாரு. இந்த ஒரு சாதனை தள்ளு நம்மிடையே இருக்கிறது நம்ம ரொம்ப பெருமைப்படக்கூடிய விஷயம். ஓகே, ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நிகழ்ச்சியில நம்ம அவரோட வேண்டிய தான் நடக்கிறோம். ஸோ எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்து சரிங்களா? வெற்றி வணக்கம், வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Thinesh is a friendly, approachable person with a ready ear to hear us out. He's always happy to share his visions and the journey that he went through to bring him to where he is today. He's also an excellent mentor to quite a few of us, sharing his thoughts and encouragement for us to be a better self today than what we were yesterday.
Hello everyone, I'm Thinesh here. I know Mr. Thinesh for the past 4 years plus. He's one of my mentors. He has taught me so many things that no other school or institutions can teach. So one of it is to always think big. You know, in life, we don't always think big. We don't always see the future. So that's one thing that he has taught me since day one, and it has created a massive impact. So that's about it. Thank you.
நான் கலை செல்வம். ஓகே, நான் வந்து நன்றி சொல்ல கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கேன். ஏன்னா நான் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு வெற்றி தமிழன், ஒரு மாமனிதரை பத்தி நான் உங்கள்கிட்ட பேச போறேன். அவர் வேற யாரும் இல்லை, மிஸ்டர் கே. தினேஷ் குமார். அவர் வந்து மைனாக்ஸோட ஃபவுண்டர். அவரை பத்தி நான் வந்து எப்படி நான் வந்து அவரை எனக்கு தெரியும்னா, நானும் ஒரு மைனாக்ஸ்ல வந்து ஒரு ஃப்ரான்ச்சைஸ் ஓனரா இருக்கேன், ஃப்ரான்ச்சைஸ் பார்ட்னரா இருக்கேன். நார்மலா வந்து அவருக்கு வந்து பார்ட்னர் சொன்னா அவருக்கு பிடிக்காது. எல்லாருமே யாரும் பார்ட்னர் சொன்னா பிடிக்காது. அவர் சொல்லுவாரு, நீங்களும் மைனாக்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு ஓனர் தான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாரு. அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒரு நல்ல உள்ளம் தான் மிஸ்டர் தினேஷ்குமார். நார்மலா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் தான் சம்பாதிக்கணும், நான் தான் நல்லா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. பட் அந்த மாரி ஒரு எண்ணம் இல்லாம நான் நல்லா இருக்கணும். அதே சமயத்துல இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த மைனாக்ஸ் பிரான்ச்சைஸ் வாய்ப்பை வந்து ஆரம்பத்துல வந்து தமிழருக்கு மட்டும் தான் கொடுத்தாரு. இது ஏன் காரணம்னா, நம்ம தமிழவங்க தான் வந்து தமிழர்கள் தான் வந்து ஒன்லைன்ல ஒரு பிரான்ச்சைஸ் எடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு எந்த ஒரு வாய்ப்புமே இல்லாம இருந்தாங்க. ஆனா மிஸ்டர் தினேஷ்குமார் வந்து 10 வருஷமா ஆன்லைன் எஜுகேஷன் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ல வெற்றி நடப்பது இருக்காரு. அதே சமயத்துல நம்ம தமிழவங்களையும் ஒரு நல்ல நிலைக்கு கொண்டு வரணும், அவங்களையும் ஆன்லைன் ஷாப்க்கு வந்து ஒரு பார்ட்னர் ஆகணும், ஒரு ஓனர் ஆகணும், அந்த ஒரு எண்ணத்தோட இந்த வாய்ப்பை வந்து கொடுத்தது வந்து தமிழர்களுக்கு. அவங்கள வந்து ஒரு பைனியர் ஆகணும் அப்படின்னு அந்த ஒரு எண்ணத்தோட எங்களை வந்து அவரோட ஃபைனான்ஸ்ல வந்து ஒரு பார்ட்னர் ஆகினாரு. அவர்கிட்ட இருந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச விஷயங்கள், அவருக்கு சின்ன வயசு தான், பட் அவரோட நாலேஜ் வந்து டபுளா இருக்கும். ஏன்னா அவரோட வாழ்க்கை பாதை வந்து அப்படிப்பட்டது. அவர் கத்துக்கிட்ட விஷயத்த வந்து அப்படியே இன்னைக்கு சொல்லி கொடுப்பாரு. நார்மலா வந்து நாலேஜ் வந்து மற்றவங்க எடுக்கணும்னா அப்படியே கிடைக்காது. அவர் எப்படி கடந்து வந்தாரோ வாழ்க்கையில, அவர் என்னென்னலாம் செஞ்சு வந்தாரோ அதே விஷயத்த எங்களுக்கு ஒண்ணு விடாம இது வரைக்கும் நான் 2 வருஷமா அவர் கூட இருக்கேன். எங்களுக்கு நிறைய கத்துக் கொடுத்திருக்காரு, நிறைய நாலேஜ், நிறைய ஸ்கீம் கொடுத்திருக்காரு, இன்னும் கத்துக் கொடுத்துட்டு தான் இருக்காரு. இந்த அளவுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி நம்மளுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு இது வரைக்கும் நான் யாரையும் பார்த்தது இல்லை. அப்படிப்பட்ட மனுஷன் தான் வந்து மிஸ்டர் தினேஷ் குமார். இந்த வேலையில நான் அவருக்கும் நன்றி சொல்லிக்கிறேன். எனக்கு ஏன்னா தமிழருக்காக இப்படி ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு வாய்ப்பை கொடுத்ததுக்கு உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து எங்களுக்கு இன்னும் உங்களோட ஸ்கீம்லாம் வேணும். எல்லா சார்பாகவும் உங்களுக்கு வந்து நான் நன்றி சொல்லிக்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Hi all, I'm Shankar Viswanathan for this opportunity. Vetri Vanakkam Dineshji. Okay, I'm Shankar Viswanathan from Johor Bahru. Okay, few words about Dineshji. Okay, சின்ன வயசுலேயே அவருக்கு வந்து எல்லாரும் மாதிரியும் அவருக்கும் வந்து கஷ்டங்கள் வந்துச்சு. ஓகே, ஸோ அவருக்கு வந்து அந்த சரியான நேரத்துல சரியான அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி வந்தது. அவரு வந்து செகண்ட் தாட் வைக்காம டக்குன்னு அதை கிராப் பண்ணி உடனே அதுல வந்து எஃபர்ட் போட்டு ஜஸ்ட் வித்தின் ஸ்பேஸ் ஆஃப் 1 year வந்து அவர் மல்டி மில்லியனா ஆவாங்க. ஓகே, ஒன்னாவது. ரெண்டாவது வந்து ஹவு ஹி ஹஸ் இம்பேக்டட், என்ன இம்பேக்ட் பண்ணாருன்னா அவருடைய அந்த நெவர் கிவ் அப் attitude. ஸோ நீங்களே பார்த்துருப்பீங்க எப்படிப்பட்ட எஃபர்ட் வந்து 1 year எஃபர்ட்ன்றது ஒரு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான ஒரு விஷயம். ஏன்னா தொடர்ச்சி அதே தான் நீங்க செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கணும். இவன் உங்களுக்கு ரிசல்ட் கிடைக்காத போது நீங்க அதே தான் செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கணும். ஸோ இன்னும் வரைக்கும் அவர்கிட்ட நான் பேசும்போதெல்லாம் வந்து அவரு சரியான ஹை கான்ஃபிடன்ஸா இருப்பாரு. ஒரு செல்ஃப் மோட்டிவேட்டட் பர்சன். பேசும்போதெல்லாம் வந்து அவரோட எனர்ஜி வந்து ரொம்ப ஹாயா இருக்கும். இதுதான் வந்து எனக்கு இன்னும் வரைக்கும் அவங்க கொடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கிற ஒரு இம்பாக்ட். என்ன வந்து இன்னும் ஃபர்தர் அவரு கூட ஓடுறதுக்கு வந்து எனக்கு கொடுத்த ஒரு இம்பாக்ட் என்னுடைய லைஃப்ல. ஓகே, இதுதான் என்னுடைய ஷேரிங் அவரை பத்தி. ரொம்ப நன்றி ரஞ்சினி. தேங்க்யூ தினேஷ்ஜி. டேக் கேர்.
So that was
amazing.
Yeah, amazing seriously video. Like so many people with so much of positivity. So that reminds me of this quote, says that a hero isn't born, he is made. And that is
example. The great example is our guest today. So without further ado, let's invite our guest to our show, Mr. K. Thinesh Kumar, guys. Can you hear that? Hi!
We are having a BGM for you, Mr. Thinesh.
We never done this for any panelist before.
It shows that you guys are growing, by the week.
Oh, creativity.
Yeah.
How are you, Mr. Thinesh?
How are you doing?
Great, Ranjini and Priya. So, Ran and Dave.
Thank you so much for joining us to become our guest for our show. Tune in with Ran and Dave. We are really, really humbled and honored to have you on our show today.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
So without further delay, yes, you have something to say?
No, awesome. Thank you for inviting.
Okay. So, shall we start, Mr. Thinesh?
Yes.
Yep.
Are
sure.
you ready?
He is always ready.
I'm ready with my... Since today's theme was green,
I'm on green season.
I have my green bottle here.
Okay. So, let's go.
So,
All right.
So, Mr. Thinesh, as for introduction, I want to ask this. Tell us about yourself briefly. Maybe you can add up something that we don't know. So we want to know here at this platform. Come on. Yep.
Okay. First of all, I think I would like to start by thanking you guys and also by congratulating you guys first. You guys are doing an awesome job. I've been, going through ever since you started from your first episode. So
thank you so much.
So you guys are doing a great, you guys are doing a great job. And to all the viewers out there, so hi everybody, how you guys are doing? So I hope that today I'll be able to give some of my best sharing. Okay, and what was your question again, Priya?
Tell us about you briefly. Yes, that's what we want to know.
Wow, briefly. So what, from the time I was born, or
No, maybe we save that for later.
Yeah.
In brief about yourself. I mean, of course, we know who you are and so on. But
CEO, my
perhaps there's
name.
something that we don't know that you can share it to us as an
Really?
introduction. I mean,
I don't know. I've never really kept my secrets. Basically, all my friends and everybody, knows pretty much about my background. So just probably, a simple intro for those who are seeing me for the first time. My name is Thinesh Kumar. I was born in Penang, and I grew up in Kulim. Okay, so I don't know. Have you been to Kulim before?
yes,
Okay.
I grew up at Sungai Petani, so we are neighbor.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? So we are orang kampung. High five.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
KL Selangor.
I'm from Selangor purely. Okay, yeah. Please go on.
All right. So that's where basically I grew up, Kulim, where I did my primary, my secondary, and I did my tertiary at University Technology Malaysia in Johor. And what else? Uh,
How young are you?
oh, very young.
He is
28.
38.
No, hey, that was probably that's 10 years from now. That's in 2030 maybe.
Okay. Okay, we accept that.
Okay, thank you. But yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Anyway, since you have accepted, so fine.
So your tertiary education, what was the course you took there?
I did my degree in computer science.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's briefly about you. And so, Mr. Thinesh, you said you're a Kulim guy. You always say that you're a Kulim guy. You have the tagline always. And but you studied
Kulim
at
International. Kulim Power.
We are still waiting for the. Oops, I'm not going to say that.
and then you studied at Johor, so from north to south and everything. So growing up as a child, we all have ambition back then. When we are at school, there are three major ambition: doctor, lawyer, teacher. Usually we'll have that. So
Yeah.
what was your
Engineer,
ambition back
engineer.
then?
So as
Engineer, is it?
yeah, doctor, lawyer, engineer. These are the normal things.
Yeah, that's typical.
And yeah, so I was pretty much a typical family, and I also
Okay.
had the first ambition you actually mentioned, to become a doctor.
Me
that,
too.
that yeah, that was my childhood ambition, because I was I think I was inspired by my late grandfather, who was quite a famous guy in Kulim. He was a HA. Back then, HAs used to probably replace doctors when the doctors are not around. Okay.
Oh,
So-
like a
Medical
MO,
assistant,
MA.
I mean, yeah, now it's called MA, probably. I don't know. HA is a hospital assistant, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was pretty inspired by him, the service that he used to do to people. People used to come to our house. He had a dispensary in our house itself.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he had this, some, like people say, a magical touch, where the medicines that he normally prescribes heals people,
Yeah.
something like that. So he was kind of an inspiration for me during my early days. So I thought of becoming a doctor. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't study.
Medicine.
No, probably I didn't study very well. Maybe.
Oh,
So
okay. Before that.
That's
Okay.
normal.
But there are a lot of doctors nowadays.
Yeah.
You got to inspire a lot of doctors nowadays. So
I'm surrounded, by a group of doctor friends now. So I'm privileged.
Yeah.
okay, so
Okay,
Ranjini, go on.
that's awesome. Awesome sharing. That's a little brief about
Mr.
Mr. Thinesh Kumar. I think was there anything new that we found out?
Yeah, I found out that his ambition before was doctor.
Yeah, that's a news. Okay. So moving on to our. Let's be a little bit serious now. Yeah,
Okay.
serious.
Oh, wow. Really?
Okay. So Mr. Thinesh,
Let's keep it in a fun mode now.
okay, I'll try my best.
Okay.
Okay. So, you are a successful person now in your industry. We all know that you're in the e-commerce industry, CEO of MindApps himself with us today. So, my question to you is what made you to actually get into this industry? And that's number one. And number two is, how would you define a successful person? I mean, you can choose which one to answer first. That's really up to you.
Which one first? Probably you want to guide
Okay,
me?
perhaps you can start first with, in your opinion, how would you define a successful person?
Oh, wow. Uh, success, it depends on how do you measure the success actually. So success can be measured by, in many ways. Probably a material success, success in terms of the impact that you have actually done to the people in many ways. So for me personally, I mean, the title that you guys have chosen today, Zero to Hero. I don't really do justice much to the title yet. Okay, because yeah, the level of success. There are many level of success, but of course, what do you call it? You got to probably hit a milestone before you actually go to the next level, right? Okay, and in success, we continuously strive to keep going higher and higher. Okay, so that's what we do. We don't get contented by one success that we have achieved, and we also shouldn't be holding on to all our previous success. Okay, because our previous success doesn't justify the journey that you're probably going to take in the future. Okay, so definitely yes, that's going to take you from a ground zero. It's going to take you to one level, but that's not the destination, right? Okay, you see, like, yeah, that's one step, and then you keep going higher and higher and higher, depending on how you actually measure the success. Okay, and people can have material, as I mentioned just now. Okay, wealth, they actually accumulate, and that's how they probably justify their success. And also probably the number of lives they have impacted and they have changed, or probably value that they have actually added, in people's life, and how so many ways. So in my opinion, success can actually be measured in many different ways, depending on what is the person's passion, and what is the person is actually motivated for. So I think this varies from one individual to another individual. Yeah, as long as they are passionate in what they are doing, and what do you call, they are impacting people, they are making a difference in people's life. So I think that is probably how we define success.
Yep, that's beautifully said. Making impact in another person's life. That's how a success is defined.
And you see, if you want to probably measure that in the number of people, and there are 7 billion people on the planet Earth. Okay, so it's a long way to go. So maybe you might have probably started by impacting say how many, probably the people within your community, or probably the people within your circle of influence. That might be probably 10 to 100 people, but you can just keep expanding that from 10 to 100, 100 to 1000, 1000 to 10,000, and 10,000 to probably you can keep increasing that, and that also can measure the level of the success. It all depends on how do you see it, yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Okay,
so I think
that's what a successful person mean to. So
for in his opinion, and it was very beautifully mentioned that there is no any fixed definition for success. It's really individual. Like if your passion, let's say for an example, if my passion is to towards social service, then how many people I helped at the end of the day, that will be my ultimate success. And how about you? Probably your passion is on
I like to empower people. So empowering, there is no limit on empowering. So it's still a journey. Success is a journey. So
yeah, that was beautifully mentioned, Mr. Thinesh. And moving on to another part which I asked earlier is like you are where you are right now. We all know that you are in the e-commerce industry as a CEO of MindApp. So what made you to get into this industry? I mean, you earlier mentioned that you aim to be your ambition was to be a doctor, and then you actually your degree was in computer science. And then what happened in between that, and now you're a CEO? Please share to us what happened, what transpired in your mind back then.
I really don't know whether what has been really fated. Seriously, you might never know what have you been fated for. What is your destiny is going to be like. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow and see what life has actually probably prepared you or has designed for you. Okay, and for me, that was my ambition during my school days. But somehow, during my secondary level, and there was the time when the era of IT and all was probably booming during that era. Okay,
Yeah.
and I was very interested with computers. Okay,
Okay.
my when I was in Form 3, if I'm not mistaken, my dad actually bought me my first PC, and yeah. So the first thing I did is actually I uh, de what do you call that, assemble and disassemble. Okay, so
Oh,
I
Oh,
ah. Oh,
okay.
wow.
I disassembled the entire PC, and what
Uh-huh.
happened, I wanted to know what are the things and the parts
Inside.
inside the CPU,
Ah.
and
That's so awesome.
I didn't know how to fix it back. so, so
Okay. That
Oops,
was
sorry.
yeah, my dad had to bring the PC together with me, because me being the what do you call, the person who did that. Okay,
Uh-huh.
to the computer shop, and but I was lucky because in that computer shop, my brother's friend was actually the repairman there. So I was lucky where I actually asked him, can I actually learn how you are going to fix it back? So he was happy, to actually guide me. So I got fascinated with this, the computer things and everything. So
okay.
my interest actually started from there. So I started falling in love with computers and how to assemble computers and all. And so I thought, why not, probably, I choose this as my career. Okay, so that's where I told my father that I actually want to pursue a degree in computer, something related to computer. Then my dad, that was the uh, fantastic part where my parents actually gave me the freedom. Okay, they trusted in me. They gave me the privilege to decide what I actually want to do for my future. And so that's where I decided to do a degree in computer science.
And from computer science, how did you end up in this industry where you are right
Oh,
now?
this is probably, definitely, I think it's a calling line. I was not my career actually started, although I did my degree in computer science, but I never
Okay.
really worked as a computer engineer, or in a computer line. Okay, my I yeah I and just to share with you guys, I don't have a working experience at all. Okay, because I've never worked under people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And I so when I was in my first year, okay, during my college days, one of my friend back in Kulim, uh, actually involved in a business. I didn't really know what business he was into, but I know he involved in a business, and I heard that he was doing quite well. Okay, and he was actually inviting some of our other friends, but I was not invited, so I got upset.
Okay.
So and I was actually waiting for him to call me, but the call never came. So,
Okay.
so when I went back to Kulim for a holiday, then I actually went to see him, and I actually asked him, I heard you are doing something, but why you never really invited me? Then my friend actually looked at me, and he said, will you be interested? So I said, I don't even know what is it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so how can you decide, whether I'll be interested or not? But then he said, okay, come, follow me. All right. He took me to an event, and that was basically it was a self approach lah. Okay, I actually
Uh-huh.
approached myself, and
Okay.
he took me to an event where it was in Vistana Hotel Ballroom at Bukit Jambul, Penang. Okay, it was a Wednesday night. I still remember, and the ballroom was filled, packed with so many people, and I had no idea what was actually going on. Okay, for the first time, I'm actually seeing so many people. And later, only I came to know that it was this business is called what do you call, network marketing, and
Uh-huh.
I have no clue, what is this, because I was never involved, and not my parents and none of my family members were involved. So that's where I first saw this opportunity called network marketing ever existed. Okay, and I found something very interesting, which immediately caught my attention, and I fell in love for it. Okay. There's one thing called the equality part, where everybody was given the same opportunity. Okay. Regardless of who you are, whatever your background. Okay. And I saw that something very interesting, so I decided I want to join. So that's where I got myself pulled into the network marketing industry, and my career started. So I was in the network marketing industry during my first year in my college itself.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right. So,
when did you realize that this is the calling for you? Is there any
The calling, okay. I One thing that I actually learned, when I was in I was blessed by having so many great mentors and coaches that have actually taught me a lot of things, on entrepreneurship and business and success and so on. So that's where I actually basically built a dream for myself, and I decided that, okay, if I want to be successful in life, if I want to achieve my dreams in life, I have to, be in business. I cannot be, working for people and expect to become a millionaire. So that one thing was very clear in me. And during my early days in network marketing, I was introduced to this fantastic book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, okay, by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay,
yeah.
so that's when I started taking advice from the right people. Okay, um, which basically I was very confident that if I want to achieve my goals, I want to achieve my dreams, I must be in business. So that is one thing I was very clear, and that I was determined. Okay, yeah.
awesome?
So wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
the journey.
I mean, so thanks to your friend.
And thanks to you to go and approach
I mean,
yourself.
it's like it's always there will be someone. It came from different medium, and for you it came through your friend, and you never turned back since then. That's wow.
Maybe
That's the
maybe as I said earlier, it might be a calling. You never know, because I was just waiting. I was just waiting to be approached, but I was not approached. I don't know why. Maybe my friend thought I was maybe I was not in his prospect list, lah. Maybe I don't know. But I just wanted to see what they're actually doing, because I heard they're doing well, and I just want to know what is it. And because probably I always wanted success, and maybe I went for it instead of waiting for people to come to me. I just went for it because
that curiosity actually led you to that's
but thankfully the curiosity never killed me. Thankfully the curiosity never killed me.
Yes.
The curiosity actually made me who I am today.
Yes, guys. So curiosity is not at all bad at times, guys. So yes, perfect sharing, Mr. Thinesh. And moving on to our another question that I'm sure. I mean, from the point where you started in this industry, and then where you are right now, a CEO of MyNext. It's borderless platform, and we are talking about e-commerce platform here. So I'm sure it's not an overnight jackpot for you. I'm sure like there would have been many ups and downs, turning points, and do you mind sharing to us a bit on that phase of your life?
Can, no problem. It's my pleasure. Prior to coming into this e-commerce industry, because e-commerce industry was actually something new to us as well. Okay, we started in e-learning back in 2010. Okay, prior to that, I was actually marketing an e-learning product in 2008 that actually gave me a very big success. Okay, and that was the time back in 2008 when e-learning was probably still not so popular, as it is today. Okay, we had to create awareness, and we had to tell people that hey, this is the future. and we had to convince people. But I was excited because since I was from the computer line, and I know that e-learning is going to be the future. Even back in 2008. So when I got an opportunity to market, a wonderful product, an e-learning program, I just got super excited, and I went all the way to bring the brand to the whole of Malaysia, and that's where I actually saw my first big success. Okay, yeah, we created lots of successful people. We impacted lots of students' lives, and where I got so excited. Okay, and then in 2010, probably 2 years after that, I was again blessed to start my own brand, my own company called Creative Dreams International, with our own brand called Focus A. Okay, so that's where my entrepreneurial journey basically started. Okay, yeah, began as a founder. Okay, as a founder, because prior to that, I was actually marketing. I was, marketing another product. And in 2010, I founded my own product, and it was going well. We managed to take it to the international market from Malaysia. We went to Indonesia, and we also went to India. Okay, so that used to be our core business, and somewhere in 2016 it's when we saw e-commerce industry was starting to boom in Malaysia. Okay, where I'm sure you guys know Lazada and Shopee. Okay, that is probably currently one of the largest e-commerce players in the country. Okay, but 10 years ago there was no Lazada, there was no Shopee. Okay, right. So can you see how within less than a decade they have practically changed the way how Malaysians actually spend. All right, and now slowly many Malaysians are adapting to shopping online. So that is when we realized that there is a huge potential in the e-commerce industry or the online shopping industry. Then we were actually brainstorming how can we be part of this industry. Okay, because we do not want to be left behind. We want to be part of this industry, but of course, again, we do not want to be directly in competition with the giants like Lazada and Shopee. Then when we sat down with our team, our R&D team, we thought, okay, what can we do? How can we be part of the e-commerce industry? That's when we started focusing on what is our strength. Okay, so and education has always been our strength, and it has always been our core business. So then we thought, okay, why not we create an e-commerce platform which is specialized or dedicated for education. Okay, something like I'm sure you guys are also familiar with Zalora, and
yes. This is from Zalora.
Oh wow, fantastic! And Fashion Valley and so on. See, Zalora has created a niche for themselves, where they are currently one of the largest fashion marketplace, right?
Yes.
And that's where probably I would say we also got our inspiration, where we wanted to focus on our niche, focus on our strength, which is education. So we thought of creating an e-commerce platform which is specialized, because currently there's no any platform that actually exists specializing in education for e-commerce. So we thought, why not we pioneer in that category. So that's where the idea actually started. And we during that time, when it was still in our ideation stage, MDEC actually threw a competition. It was an ICT competition. So what we did, we simply participated in the competition by submitting our project, which was just in our idea. Okay, and to our surprise, we actually won the competition, and we became the winner for the category Best of E-Learning. Okay, and what was the project back then? We actually maintained the same name of the project, and 3 months later, in January 2018, we officially created a startup under the same name, under the same project, Mind Apps Satya Berhad. So that's the journey, how Mind Apps basically
started. Award. This is the award won by Mind Apps.
Because it was a prize, because when we were invited for the final judging, this is my personal experience. When I went for the final judging, there were top 4 finalists. Okay, one of it was Maybank, University Science Malaysia, Jabatan Pendidikan, and Mindeps. Okay, so I was telling myself, all right, then we are happy that even if we get number 4, because the other top 3 players are already big in their field, and for an idea to be in the number 4 was already a good start. Okay, but then we were totally surprised as well to be declared as the winner. But I think that was probably a turning point that actually gave us the inspiration that the idea had potential, and then what do you call? That's where the idea then went into a startup.
Okay.
And yes, where we are
And
right
now
now.
we have minus.
Yes.
Yes.
And they're going global. Yes.
But again,
History.
we are still in our early stage of startup. There's a long way to go, but
Okay.
yes, but we are committed, to take MyNaps to the next level.
Okay. Awesome.
Awesome. And then also like I think he has also covered on
The turning
I'm sure
point,
like in that particular journey that you were throughout that phase, there would have been like somebody there probably as your source of inspiration, your mentor, or who were walking through the days with you. So would you love to share those person in this session?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. What do you call, in terms of what do you call mentorship and coaching, there's definitely not one, two, but there are actually many mentors that has actually played a huge role in shaping me and guiding me. So I think I owe all my gratitude and my success to all the great mentors that have actually guided me. There's not one, two. If I want to mention their name, they're going to be in so many. Okay, but yeah, there's so many great mentors who have actually helped me. So I definitely owe my all my success and all my knowledge, everything to them. But if I want to mention somebody who is probably personal, who was there with me with my journey from the time I started, then they would probably definitely my parents. Yeah, my late dad really supported me. So I think parents definitely play a huge role, in their child's decision making and also in their future. Okay, so my parents really supported me, and I think after that my mom definitely I owe my success to her, because in fact my mom was actually my angel investor. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right from the time I ventured into my business, during my early days, my mom has always been my angel investor. So I definitely probably would like to take this opportunity. I never really thanked her personally, but I think yeah. What do you call that's one, my mom, and second, two beautiful ladies in my life. The second person is my ex-girlfriend.
Which is currently your
Currently,
wife.
Thank you for
Okay.
who's my present wife, who has definitely been with me from the day one, going through, and even when I was a nobody, when as you mentioned, hero, but zero to hero, right? So she was with me from the time I was a zero, actually. Okay, so definitely these two wonderful ladies has played a very big role in my life.
Yeah. So
And
there
still,
were
not played, they are still playing.
Of course. So there were two women behind his success story,
Yeah,
and still are with him. That's very pleased to hear that, Mr. Thinesh, his mother,
I would
and
just
also
like
his
to
wife. Yeah.
ask one more question, Mr. Thinesh. I mean, I know your favorite car is BMW. Am I right? So
one of my favorite
one
cars.
of your favorite. Okay, but your first car is a BM, right?
That was
During
my
the journey.
BMW was not my first car. It was my first dream car.
Okay, your dream car. Okay.
It was my
So
first
this-
dream car.
Uh-huh. So So since you mentioned about the contribution of your parents in this journey of yours, when you bought your dream car, we know that your dad wasn't there, but you kept his photo beside you and you bring him for a ride. So
Yeah.
just tell me about that. I just get an inside story from someone.
Really?
Yeah.
That
So how is that? Like how much you actually dedicate your success to your father, and yeah, please share about that.
I mean, to what extent we dedicate is, I think I dedicate all my success to them, lah. If if not because of the foundation that they have actually given me, okay, definitely I wouldn't be who I am today. Okay, so I think in terms of dedication is 100%, dedication to my parents. And as you said, yes, that was not a happy moment during that time. It was actually quite a sad moment. I really wish that I had him personally by my side, but I had to only carry his photo on the front seat. Okay, but I don't know. Maybe I really don't know. During that time, I realized one thing, that maybe I actually delayed my success. What I told myself, that I probably should have done it much more faster. Okay, but I really don't know. If I was given a chance, I might probably want to go back and achieve my success slightly faster when my dad was still around, so that probably he could have enjoyed the success that I have actually achieved. Okay, maybe the urgency I had was probably not so high enough. I should have created the urgency, much earlier.
But I think he would be really proud of you for where are you right now and what you're doing, empowering people and inspiring so much people. So he is definitely a proud dad. So yeah, so let's go back to a fun mood now. So
Yeah,
this
we are.
yeah, you can take the green bottle
Green-
and have your
green-
yes,
green
please.
bottle water.
Yes, go on. Okay, so moving on, we have a we have a question here. Maybe it's quite challenging for you.
Oh, really?
What
Wow.
are what are your strength and weakness from your point of view?
Oh, strength and weakness.
And your weakness, yeah.
I'm sure you have a lot that, but
This is very
share which one you prefer.
this is a very cliche question, because normally people only like to tell good things about them, right?
Yeah, but we're not going to let you go just like that.
Okay, strength. Strength. Okay. What should I say? Maybe I don't easily give up. Maybe. Okay. I don't easily give up. Never giving up probably might be one of my strength. And when I set my mind to achieve something, I will really go to whatever extent to achieve it. Okay, so that is maybe that might be probably, I don't know. Okay, people who know me, maybe they know me better. Sometimes we wouldn't know ourselves 100%, but if you ask me from my point of view, maybe I think that probably might be one of my strength. Okay, and what else? Oh no, if you really want me to tell a lot of good things about me, I think
It's a big
Well,
list.
yeah, we don't we will, I mean, it'll be like 10 hours or so. So let's move to the weakness. Because
Okay.
there are more coming up. Yeah.
weakness, as normal human being lah, okay, as normal human being, everybody have weaknesses. Okay, and I'm very sure that I also have a lot of weaknesses. Personally, my weaknesses are, maybe I probably like to procrastinate things. Okay, what else? Time management, prioritizing things. This might be, I think these are my weaknesses. And since I'm lucky that I also know my weakness, so that I know when to improvise on my weakness as well. Okay.
Okay.
And mainly, I think since this question was raised, I want to share something where weaknesses in terms of personality. Okay, because there are many kinds of strengths and weaknesses. But strengths and weaknesses in terms of personality, I was actually introduced to this wonderful book, okay, called Personality Plus. I really want to share this during this session. If anyone here has not read the book, probably you should actually get this book. I was introduced to this book many years back. That has helped me to identify myself, who am I, okay, and then also to identify what are my strengths and my weaknesses. This is specifically in terms of personality, okay. So we are talking about personality strength and personality weakness. So get the book, do your what do you call your personality test. So there's a test for you to actually do, and then from the test you can know what personality you are. There are 4 types of personality. One is you're a sanguine, okay. You're a
Choleric.
you're a melancholy, and you're a phlegmatic, okay. So this test basically helped me to identify who I really was and what are my strengths and my weaknesses, and this actually helped me, okay, to improve on my weaknesses. That helped me tremendously in my business, okay, because sometimes we might be so happy and we might be so proud about who we are, but that might not take us to where we want to go, okay, right. There are certain things that probably we might need to change in terms of our personality, change for the betterment, okay. Not to change yourself, but change for the betterment, where when you understand yourself better, so you will understand other people better, okay. And it's easy for you to actually get things done, especially in business. When, see, for example, if I am a sanguine, if I want to get something done with a phlegmatic, then I got to switch my way to suit the other person's personality, and that can actually get my things done easier, okay. This is a fantastic book. I really urge everyone, not just for people in business, because this book will help you to strengthen, to improve your relationship with your parents, with your spouse, okay, with your colleagues, and even, say, for example, now it's kind of a fun. I'm married, I have children, I have 3 beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah, even me and my wife, we are able to differentiate what is my first daughter's personality, what is my second daughter's personality. Even my baby, probably my latest newborn, she's 10 months now. We might not probably be able to justify 100%, but pretty much, okay, we might get some idea of what probably might be her personality, but these things might change. But it's kind of fun, because if I want to get my things done with my first daughter, I know how to talk to her, okay. And if I talk the same way to my second daughter, it won't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, right, because I have to suit to her personality and get the things done. So I really thank the book, and this will also help you to improvise your relationship with anyone. For example, like, for example, me and my mom, we are opposites, okay. In terms of personality, we are total opposites, okay. But then after 18 years of my life, I really got to understand what is my mom's personality, okay. So that made me to understand her better, because me and my mom, we are in opposite personalities, okay. So even me and my wife, just to share with you, we are total opposites. So opposite, see, sometimes opposite attracts
Attract each other. Okay, that's exactly what happened.
the opposite attracts initially, okay. But then what happens? Yeah. See, please, what happens is when initially opposite attracts, then because initially when probably when love is in the air and you say yes to everything, uh, and then you realize that, okay, you don't really get along to many things, because you are total opposites, okay. And yes, definitely, and thankfully, and this book really made me to understand even my wife. So I understand why she does things differently, because that is her personality. So when I started to understand personality, it really helped to improve our relationship, strengthen our relationship. So this is something that you can apply anywhere, in your family, in your relationship with your spouse, your parents, your business, your colleagues, your siblings, your relatives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think Priya, actually, right, Mr. Thinesh, he actually shared about this personality plus book, and that was the first book I read during MCU. And
Fantastic, right?
can I guess your personality, Mr. Thinesh?
He
Yep,
told
sure.
me.
Sanguine, right?
Yeah, sanguine is definitely one of my personality.
One of
You know what?
What
I'm
was the
sanguine as
dominant?
well.
Oh yeah, you
Dominant
have
was
a
sanguine. I was a sanguine choleric. I was initially a sanguine
Choleric.
choleric.
Okay.
And then I realized that the strength and weaknesses, I had to adjust my personality to
Yeah.
have a balance of
Yeah.
all four.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Even
I had
I
to
shared it with you.
I had to bring down my sanguine a little bit, and I had to bring down my choleric a little bit, and I had to bring up my melancholy. So yeah, I was totally not a melancholy at all. I was terrible in organizing.
Okay.
So then I realized, okay, that if this is my weaknesses, then I got to really make sure if I want to be successful, I cannot go around and tell people that, hey, this is my strength, this is my weakness. No,
Yeah.
I got to work on my weaknesses, and I had to balance and have a equal personality.
That's a very
new info for the viewers.
Very interesting. Yes, that's right. It's actually a good takeaway also for our viewers also, because that's something new I also learned, that I thought that the personality plus is all about knowing yourself and working on your weaknesses and so on. But I just got to know that you can actually do an experiment on it and balance where it at which occasion you have to
Definitely, because at the end of the day,
and reduce your choleric.
yeah, definitely, because you see why every personality has its plus and minus. Okay. And what you got to improve is on the on the minus. Okay. And normally when people tell nice things about you, you feel great, right? Okay. Sorry, the line got.
Sorry,
Yeah, normally
disconnect.
normally when people say nice things about you, you feel fantastic. You feel like floating in the air. But
Yes.
you don't really like when people say bad things about you, correct?
Yeah.
But this is a book. The book will really slap you right in front of your face. Okay. So the book will be just blunt by telling you, hey, this is your plus and this is your minus. So I probably would take this book as a mentor, saying telling you straight right in front of your face, this is your weakness. Okay. And when somebody is telling you your weakness, you accept your weakness. What do? You start working on your weakness.
I think the
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
I think
lost
the
you
line-
for a couple of seconds. Yeah.
No problem. Are we?
The weakness? When somebody tell you weakness?
Yeah, when somebody tells you your weakness, you normally don't like it, correct? So that's
Yeah.
why you got to read the book, and the book will slap you left and right.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
So
it did.
the book,
It did, right?
exactly. The book will tell you, hey, this is your weakness, and don't be so proud about yourself and about who you are, because normally we are so proud about our personality and our characters, correct? But to certain extent, it doesn't really take you where you want to go. But you might not know what you have to keep and what you have to let go, correct? So
Yeah.
this book will really help you to improvise yourself, to what do you call work on your weakness area, and work on the areas where you are totally lacking. Okay, see, one thing is working on the area you are weak, and another thing is working on the area where you are totally lacking. Okay, so in my case, if I was a sanguine choleric, and if I don't have the strength of a melancholy has so much of strength. Okay, and a phlegmatic has so much of strength. And in my opinion, I used to think that phlegmatic was not really a strength. Okay, in my personal opinion. But then when I realized Michael Schumacher is a phlegmatic by personality. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he's a world champion, right?
Yeah.
And Tiger Woods is a phlegmatic by personality, a dominant, by a dominant by what do you call phlegmatic. So he is a world champion. So that means there is definitely a huge strength on each of the personality, and that you got to really identify. And the area that you have to improve is only the area of weaknesses, and you got to adapt the area that you are not only weak, the area that you totally lack as well. And in my case, I totally lacked in the area of melancholy and phlegmatic, because I really thought that was not important. Then when I started reading the strength of melancholy and phlegmatic, then I realized, wow, I really need those characters if I want to succeed in my life. I really need.
Yep. Awesome.
Awesome
That's
sharing.
a new. We can actually go on and on personality plus for a day. Actually,
why don't we pick that as a topic and do an episode for that?
Probably next.
Will be
Okay.
next.
Okay, so wow, we have been live for the past 1 hour, so we have more coming. So it kept us moving and it kept the viewers moving. So viewers, if you have any question to which you would like to direct to Mr. Thinesh, you can always type in your question in the comment box, and we will direct that to Mr. Thinesh at the end of the go. And so a quick one, Mr. Thinesh. You have been in network industry. I would say that networking is your cup of tea. So, in brief, perhaps you can share the importance of networking and how and when, at which stage one should start networking in general, not only in business contact, but in life in general.
Okay, so you are referring to networking in general, not network marketing per se, right?
Yeah.
Networking in general. Okay.
Yes.
So I think this networking in general is actually very important. That has to start from a very, very young age itself. Okay. And for me, maybe since I was very active in lots of co-curricular activities during my school days, where I was active in sports, I was in scouts. So I got to really network with friends, not just friends from my own school, but also I had the privilege to network with friends from other schools, and so on. So this networking is very important to start in a very, very young age itself. So to parents, I encourage parents, of course now due to COVID, this pandemic, schools are shut, but when things really get back to normal, make sure your kids are not just focusing on education, academic only, but help them. Oh, our line is chopping. Is it my line or because? Okay. Help help them to participate in a lot of activities that actually takes place in the school. Start by getting them into any co-curricular activities, competitions maybe. All right. So that's where they actually start to network. So it starts from the schooling days itself. So I personally feel that it has to start from a very young age. That's when they actually this will also help to instill and improve on their social skills. Okay. They get to communicate well with people, interact with people. They will start to actually develop a passion for people. And networking, for me personally, in my opinion, networking is about creating friends. Okay, networking is all about making friends. Okay, if you say networking in probably in business terms, it can be it can be mentioned in many different terms. But for me personally, networking basically is called friends. Okay, so the more you network, the more you create friends, and the more friends you have, the happier you are, right? Because for me personally, if you want to get something done, if you want to get an advice, or if you want to get a favor, right, and if you have so many friends, you can just get things done like this, right? It's just probably in a matter of call, a simple call, your friend will answer. If you really have a good friend, no matter what time you call the friend, if they see their phone ringing in the middle of the night, they will answer your phone. Okay. Or they might be thinking, why this fellow is calling me at this hour. So networking is all about making friends, which you can count them, which you can actually depend on them at any time for any kind of help. So in my opinion, I have so many friends. I have lots of doctor friends. I have lots of engineer friends, lots of lawyer friends. So at any point of time, if I want to get something done, I want to get a piece of advice, it's just probably a call away, a voice note away, a message away. So end of the day, that is networking, for me.
Awesome. Yes. So
networking friends.
Okay, networking should start from being friends first. Yes.
I think that's what he is doing exactly, because I've met his daughters, so all of them are very friendly, and so I think you have already started with your daughters.
Yeah.
So this
Teaching
is a
them,
message for parents as well.
Yeah. Yes, and yes, that is one important thing, and probably networking is very essential. Over the last few years, I realized that it's very important to know
And
many.
Rajini and Priya, just probably to add, okay, for those who are in business, maybe those who really want to what do you call, grow in business, go and join networking sessions. There are many networking sessions, there are many workshops that are being organized even by the government, okay, by NGOs, by business entities. Go and join, and don't always have the mindset of what do you call, making money from the other person, okay, or see everybody as a prospect, but start creating good friendship, start building good relationship, because even if they don't journey with you, okay, in business, they might be helpful to you in many other ways.
Yep. Precisely. That's very well said, Mr. Thinesh, and that's how we will be open up to outside world.
Yep.
Right,
Yes.
right, definitely.
Awesome. And let's
Move on. Yep. So you are known for peak performance, because whenever we have any seminars or talk, you always mention this peak performance word. And please share to us. Maybe the viewers can listen to you. Then in brief, what is peak performance? How someone can be in their peak performance?
I mean, like, we know peak performance can be a standalone topic on its own, but perhaps for the benefits of the viewers who will be going through this. In short, I know there are 6 or there are more. Perhaps you can share it to us.
6 steps. Yeah. But wow, that's a big topic. Maybe I think I should keep it very short. Okay.
Yes.
See, peak performance is something that it is actually an act, okay. Peak performance is an act, and that you normally peak when you want to achieve something. You don't really peak all the time, okay. See, like for example, it is for a particular objective that you want to achieve, or probably for a particular period of time, okay. And say maybe for example, now we are about to enter into the second half of the year, okay. And within the next 3 days, we are going to successfully end the first half of 2020, and we're going to step into the second half of 2020. All right. Maybe, see, for example, for the next 6 months, you want to probably pick your performance. Okay, you want to pick your performance for the next 6 months for a particular objective. That means you're very clear with a goal, okay, that you want to achieve within the next 6 months. So you go into a peak performance mode. Okay, you don't really go into a peak performance mode for the next 10 years. Okay, you go into a peak performance mode for a particular period of time to achieve a particular objective. Okay, but when you go into that mode, okay, that is when you got to stay in that peak performance mode until you reach the destination that you actually want to achieve. Okay, and see, consolidation is something. The consolidation is something like a break that you actually take, okay. But when you go into a peak performance mode, you don't really consolidate for a very long period of time, okay. Say, for example, if you peak for 1 week massively, maybe you can take 1 day during the weekend, okay. Maybe you can take a half a day break, okay, a half a day break to probably do the things that you want to do. That simple break is called a consolidation, where you actually release whatever stress that you actually have accumulated probably in that 1 week, to refresh yourself, rejuvenate yourself, and get ready for the next peak. Okay, and normally the consolidation shouldn't be very long. It's just probably for a few hours. Okay, and you got to maintain this until you achieve the particular objective. Maybe, okay, you tell yourself, I want to go on a peak performance mode for the next 6 months. Okay, so this is where you got to be disciplined. You really, have to go into the peak performance mode and fight maximum to achieve what you want to achieve. See, normally what people do, they go into 1 week of peak performance and they go into 1 month of consolidation.
Okay.
Okay. Then definitely what happens, yeah. So what happens is the momentum that you probably might have started, it just simply goes down all the way, and you got to study back everything from scratch. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the whole idea of consolidation is not for you to go for a holiday yet, okay, but for you to just refresh yourself and rejuvenate yourself and get yourself prepared for the next peak. Okay, and if you can do this for the next 6 months until you achieve a particular goal. Okay, maybe I don't know. Your goal might be you probably want to earn a 5 figures income. You set a target. You want to earn a 5 figures income in your business, in whatever business that you are into today. Okay, you might probably set a target. So maybe that peak performance is until you achieve that particular objective. Okay, but see, this is something you for example, if you are going for a jog, you don't have to be in a peak performance mode while jogging.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're going for a dinner, you don't have to be in the peak performance mode while dinner. So you basically know when to consolidate and when to get back into the peak performance mode. Okay, until until the ultimate goal or until the ultimate objective is achieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So I can I can remember one of your, probably a quote that you always say: close the back door when you are in a journey to for a goal. So yeah, I really like that quote. It sticks on my mind until now.
So that's just to add on, Priya, as what you said. See, not all the time you might be probably getting an opportunity, that probably could transform your life. Okay, and in many cases, the opportunity that probably could change your life forever happens once in your entire lifetime. Okay, and if you personally feel, okay, because the viewers out there, you could be in many businesses and you could be getting so many different kind of opportunity. If your heart tells that this is the opportunity, that if you think that is going to change your life, what you do, you go all out. Okay, you go all out, and you got to probably build this adrenaline rush into you, okay, inside of you, and that's where you stay in a peak performance mode until you cross your first milestone. Okay, once you cross your first milestone, then you can go for whatever break you want to go for. See, you can take go for whatever holiday you want to go, then get yourself prepared for the next peak.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. That reminds me of I don't know if it is the same or not, but I call it a self treat. So whenever I do, this is in my job. Whenever I complete my project, I'll treat myself with perhaps a good meal or a short treat and so on. So
Okay, it's called self rewards.
self
Rewards. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You can do that.
That's excellent explanation about peak performance. So we need to have a goal and never stop until you reach the goal, and there is no resting for 1 month. Which people
Stay in that peak performance mode until that objective is achieved.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's precise.
Yeah, precisely. So we're going to get slightly off from this, Q&A and so on. So we're going to make it a little bit relaxed, so that
Relax for us.
relaxed for us, and probably will be a bit tense. So Priya is going to take over the session. So let's see.
So breathe in.
This is a surprise for you. We did not reveal it. So yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God.
So he's already putting the hand on the head. So we call it as a rapid fire round.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's the exact reaction I want to finish.
That's the
So
surprise.
you can't take more than 3 seconds to answer these questions that I'm going to ask. Not much, only 8 questions. But shall we go for that?
Are you ready, Mr. Thinesh, or you need some time? You need
No, okay.
He always ready. So our first question on rapid fire round: what's the worst dish that you ever cooked?
I'm a good cook.
What's the worst dish?
That's more than 3 seconds. No, we're gonna restart.
I mean, to my knowledge, I never cooked a bad dish.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay, we take that answer.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank
what's your favorite holiday spot, Mr. Thinesh?
What the one that I've been or the one that I want to go?
Yeah, it can be anything.
Anything?
Oh, I love traveling. So there's so many. Maybe one of the destinations that I want to go is maybe New Zealand that I've not been yet. Yeah,
Okay.
Awesome.
Queenstown.
Awesome.
Queenstown is somewhere I really want to go. Yeah,
Okay. So add up to the list. So dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
milk chocolate.
Sweet
Yum.
boy.
Me too.
Okay. So if you are given a superpower,
Huh?
between read someone's mind or to appear at any place once you imagine it, which one you will choose?
The second one.
The second one. So if you imagine the New Zealand, then you need to be there, something like that. Okay, that one is to cut cost, the travel cost. Yeah.
Because the first one, reading people's mind is something that we can actually learn.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So we talk about that later.
Okay.
So describe yourself as a teenager in 3 words. Teenager.
As a teenager, in 3 words.
Yeah, yourself.
What were you when you were a teenager? Just describe 3 words about you.
Oh my god.
That's not the word I want.
Yeah, 3 words. Oh my god. Give me options to choose. Easy for me to answer.
I mean, you just
I can
describe
see
yourself.
that. I can see that you are naughty because you are doing all this dismantle thing of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
computer. Come on, 3 words.
I don't know. Fun.
Think about yourself.
Okay.
Okay, fun.
Fun. What else? Oh, I really don't know. Man.
Okay.
Naughty? Is it that esprit? No.
He's not naughty.
Maybe you can give me options, or maybe I don't know what. Fun and what else? Curious, maybe.
Brave. Okay.
Curious?
Curious. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun,
And
curious, one more?
what else?
We're not gonna let you go.
Give me options,
One more.
please.
Okay, were you in a introvert or extrovert?
In school time. Yeah.
School time.
Yeah.
Extrovert. Definitely extrovert, not an introvert. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's fun.
You pass with border mark. Okay. So if you were moving on. If you
Yeah.
weren't in this industry,
Oh.
not this industry.
Guys, sorry, the line just got chopped.
Oh,
Can you-
sorry.
Okay, I'll come again. So the 6th question is: if you weren't in this industry where you are currently right now, what will you be doing if you are not in this e-commerce industry?
IT industry.
IT. Okay,
IT
back to
industry.
computers.
Okay.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing in your closet right now? But don't go and check out. Now. Just imagine and yeah.
What's my favorite thing in my closet?
Yeah.
My T-shirt.
Any specific t-shirt or color?
You never
Uh,
expect this question.
Yeah, that's what we call surprise.
Oh, seriously. Red, blue, and black.
Red, blue,
Okay.
and black. Okay.
That's 3. Okay.
The coming up question might be more difficult for you.
Okay. This
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. So how many love proposal rejections you have experienced?
Oops. Sorry.
Rejection. You mean love proposal that I was being rejected?
Yes.
Yeah. Or you rejected anything? It can be anything.
I was,
know it.
I was never rejected because I don't really propose.
Then how many have you rejected?
Huh? One.
Have you rejected? 1.
Okay.
Now we know.
Okay, it's done.
No, I
it's done.
accepted one, no rejection.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That's
So,
it.
That's it. So you
Okay.
can breathe in, breathe out now. You can be a bit
That's the
relaxed.
end of our rapid fire question. I mean, guys, we have been live for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. There was we didn't realize that it's actually moving. It kept us moving, and Mr. Thinesh, you've been giving us so much of information. It was power packed that we personally learn a lot.
And
I'm
it's
sure.
fun as well.
Yes. So we're gonna have one last question to you, which will be: I don't know if I would say it's an advice or not. If you were, if like you were to say something to the viewers, considering current situation, considering today, what would it be? A few words to
I
our
mean,
viewers. It can be anything.
business advice or just a normal advice? What? Sharing?
It can be anything. Up to you in terms of business or in
Any
general.
golden words?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just be cool. Don't take things very personally. Okay, and be cool. Be nice to people, and control your anger. All right, and don't have hatred. Spread love. Okay, yeah. Spread
Okay.
love. Okay, and if you have dreams, go after your dreams. Don't give up. Okay, and like if you have challenges and obstacles, it is part and parcel. Don't be in a culture shock. Why is
Yeah.
this only happening to me? Basically, people don't take a mic and tell the whole world. Everybody faces problem. Everybody faces challenges. So it is part and parcel. Just accept it, embrace it, take it as a learning curve. If you failed, take it as a learning curve, improve yourself. It's no problem in failing. Okay, the more you actually fail, the more you're actually getting close to your success. Okay, and the most important is what you actually learn from your mistakes. That's the most important thing, because what my mentors have actually shared to me, it's okay for you to do mistakes. Okay, but the only thing is, don't repeat the same mistake. Okay, don't repeat the same mistake. Learn from your mistakes and keep improving yourself. Keep growing yourself every day. And what else? Go after your dreams, and dreams definitely will come true. Fight for your dreams. Never ever give up. Okay, and yeah, so many things like that can be shared. But I
Okay.
think, is it enough?
It's more than enough.
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't Dr. Sanjay just oh sorry, you just pulled up something.
Yeah, chase dreams.
Yeah, be happy, and don't keep vengeance. Don't keep hatred. Okay,
Unnecessary
so
burden.
yeah, exactly. See, this negativity is just going to bring you down. The more you are positive, the more you are happy, the more you forgive and you forget. Okay, because a lot of people, they like to keep holding on to the past, keep holding on to the grudges. Just let go and let leave. Okay, so that's something that I really want to share. Be cool, because what you call, life is short, right? Life is really short. Make make
Make
as
it count.
make as many friends as possible. Be as good as possible. Of course, you cannot be the nicest person on the planet earth. You cannot please everybody, but
Yeah.
try to be the best version of yourself, and think good for people, do good for people.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay,
Wow, that's a
awesome.
long list.
I feel
Last
like
word. And for the viewers, if you have any question to Mr. Thinesh, you can direct it. You can type it in the comment box, and we will direct it to him. Wow.
that was awesome sharing. And
Wow.
guys, viewers, I think you would understand now why we said he is such a, he's carrying such a positive vibration, positive aura. Even in this, stream session, he is just in the share screen, but I feel so much energy, so much positiveness here. You guys should meet him directly, personally. I mean, that is a totally different situation. So actually, we are so humbled and so honored to have you in our show, Mr. Thinesh.
Oh, it's my
Yeah.
privilege.
Okay. While waiting for some questions, Priya, do you have can we perhaps we can actually give you some question, or can we say anything about what we feel personally about you? Maybe a word. Start with
Yeah,
Priya.
sure. Since you're going to say nice things about me, so
You'll be nice. You just said love, don't say hate.
Okay. I still remember. I saw Mr. Thinesh for the first time, and I never know that he is the CEO of Apps or whatever, because he is so humble and he don't have that what we call that people say belaga in Malay, right? So
Yeah,
he don't have
he's
that
not action.
anything like that, and he is just a simple person. And I was like thinking, who is this man? He is here, and but then after I get to know him, started to have conversation with him, that really changed a lot of part in my life. And you definitely champ, you definitely impact me in a very good way. Your speech or whatever you say, your words always kept me moving, kept me motivating. And thanks for that awesome change that you've made in my life.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. That was nice and that was sweet of you.
Okay, please
So
don't
I'm gonna
cry.
be a little bit hard.
Okay.
Can I mean, no, I'll just be very straightforward about what I mean, when I first know Mr. Tinesh, I think it was just a couple of months ago. This year, I first spoke to you. She said, I didn't. I mean, I know you are the CEO's Mind Apps, but there was something that I was really. I felt very humbled to see such a humble person, because I've never seen such a humble person. You're a CEO of Mind Apps, and of course Miss Kavi also. Both of you all really gave an impression of a new definition of humbleness, I would say. That of course I know, like, okay, humble and so on, but you both are some a real experience me experiencing. I was really I was very impressed with that. And you another one thing that about Mr. Tinesh is he never gives up. I mean, personally, in the sense that like, I think, like, during the MCO time also, I've been consistently getting all the positive messages from you. It really kept
It
me
never
moving.
stops.
Yeah. I mean, when at a point where I think this is the first time I'm telling to you, and this is in our show, is that at one point I just thought of several times, not one point, and like I just thought of, like, just stop it and just go away and that sort of thing. And you know what I mean, right? And that is the time there's you actually never give up on me, and you actually texted, and I don't know, it was just like you texted, and it really, like, kept me moving, kept me going. And that is something that it wasn't planned, but it happened. And that's so much of power you have in your motivations. Even a simple motivation and sharing that you share, you really, like, kept me going during the times when I want to break down or just stop and so on. So thank you so much for that. I think this is the first time, and that really is very meaningful for me. It really, like, that was one of the impact that you gave in my life. Yeah.
I mean, you're awesome, champ.
Yeah. And thank you
Thanks,
so much
thanks,
for
you and Rajini, for all the nice words.
yeah. And so much of love.
I mean,
and
we mean it, yeah.
yeah, and so much of love and support
I
to
can, I
you.
can feel it. I can feel it.
Yeah. Thank God you can feel it. Okay.
Yeah, so much of love and support you have given to our show. Also, tune in with Run and Dave consistently. Thank you so much for that also. And with that, we don't have any questions, because I guess
Highly motivated right now. They are at the peak performance mode, I guess. So there is no questions coming up.
So
Yeah, I think it was
everybody went back to their work.
not really. We still have everyone, and I guess you have covered almost everything that we need, and that's an awesome sharing. That's an awesome session from you, Mr. Thinesh Kumar, and we are really, again, humbled, honored to have you in our show. Tune in with Rana Dave.
Yep. So for that,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thinesh, and we'll catch you later. And
Can I say a few things before I leave?
oh, so sorry. Yes,
Because
please.
you said a lot of nice things about me. Then I owe back. Yeah, some nice things for you as well. Yeah, exactly. So I think personally, I thank Ranjini and Dave, Priya, for inviting me for this show. And you guys are rocking. Seriously, you guys are rocking. And yeah, I truly believe that both of you have so much of potential, and this is something that even myself, Dr. Sanjay, and Dr. Punithan have always been discussing. This is just the beginning. You guys have, as a great journey ahead, and you guys definitely are going to inspire many, many young women and so many ladies out there. And I think maybe there's no any two ladies combined and doing a live show. Probably I've never came across anything such like this. Maybe this should go on, probably, not just for a certain episodes, but maybe you might probably go on, because you guys are really doing a great job, and I wish both of you all the very best and huge success in your business and in all your endeavors. And to all the viewers out there, okay, wish you guys massive success. We are just halfway, through the year 2020, and we got another solid 6 more months ahead. So no matter what that has happened in this first 6 months, take it as an experience, whether you are on track to achieve your goals for the year or not. It doesn't matter. Now is the time for you to actually review, okay, on your past performances, what do you call, reset and relaunch yourself again. See, always remember, if you're on track, then it's fantastic. If you're not on track, review and see what are the mistakes that you could have done, okay, and take the mistakes as a learning curve, and improvise. You got another 3 more days, to launch yourself again. Launch yourself in a big way and be determined that no matter what, 2020, you are going to end the year super strong. Okay, 6 months, it's what all it takes, okay, for anybody to change their life, to transform their life, to even probably achieve their dreams. Okay, 6 months, you have solid 6 months. It's time for you to forget about whatever past is past. Let the bygone be bygone. Okay, now start a new journey ahead, start fresh, start fighting, and the next 6 months is going to be exciting. Trust me. This COVID-19 pandemic has brought, of course, it is a crisis, but the crisis has brought a lot of good things as well. Okay, and it has changed so many things, especially in business. It has fast forwarded 2020 easily, by 10 years. So I think we are not in 2020 now, we are now in 2030. Okay, easily this COVID-19 pandemic has fast forwarded the world, the technology, the advancements, everything that was actually set to happen in 10 years from now is already started happening now. Okay, or maybe in 1 to 2 years from now, it might be in implementation already. So this is the good side of the pandemic, and take full advantage of this, and build your way all the way to the top. Okay, so I wish you all the best and have a great and amazing journey for 2020, and have a blasting and massive success in 2021. The moment when you step into January 2021, I really want each and every one of you out there to have a mass entry. Okay, to have
Awesome.
a mass
Awesome.
entry.
So we'll see you at the top, Mr. Thinesh.
Yes. See you at the top.
I think
See you at the top.
Oops.
Oh my God.
I'm still here.
Oh yes, yes. So we will enter 2021 with a mass entry. Yes, that's for sure. Right? Yes.
All the best, everybody.
Thank you
out
so
there.
much again, Mr. Thinesh.
Thank you. See you at the top.
Okay, so no, yeah. So there was a network problem just now, but I guess that's the final message from Mr. K. Thinesh is obviously enter the 2021 with mass entry and see you at the top. So guys, those are of course his tagline, I would say, and we are really elevated right now, right? After the show, speaking to the man himself, Mr. K. Thinesh Kumar, the CEO of
Power
Minds.
packed.
Yeah,
Power packed, fun, and so much of information. And I think the viewers are really enjoyed because there's no questions coming up. I think like literally, okay, all of them are went to peak performance mode already.
Yes.
So that's awesome, guys. Keep rocking and keep go for your goals because there is no turning back, and it's okay to fail, but learn from your mistakes and don't repeat your mistakes again. Review, reset, and relaunch.
Awesome. And I guess this videos of our show is available on our page, so you can watch later. Also, it will be available, and you can share it to your friends and your any of your contacts who you think this definitely will be beneficial for them. Please do share and like and follow our page. Tune in with Run and Dave, and until we see you guys on next Wednesday for our next upcoming topics. And guys, you too can actually inbox us your suggestions for topic. We're kind of like running out of topic, are we? Or we want some actually
interesting topic that you guys want to listen that we both discuss about that.
So
if you have any topics, feel free to share in our page because we're always checking out our page. So do that and see you guys. Before that, I want to do one crazy thing. Can I?
Yes.
So this is especially for our viewers who are Liverpool fans. So I bring this crazy thing. So can I do that? Yes! So Liverpool won the cup after 30 years. So that's a deserving victory for all the Liverpool fans. Fantastic. Congratulations, guys. So keep celebrating their victory. And one humble request, please don't do this, keyboard war at, Facebook, because I said, I can see all the posts regarding Liverpool's victory. And if I go to the comment box, there will be a big war between Man U's fans and Liverpool fans. So guys, celebrate as much as you can, but please don't hurt others. So that's a humble request from Run and Dave. So shall we? Signing off.
Yes. Signing off. I'm Ranjini.
And I'm Devapriya. So
see you guys.
Bye.
Yeah.